Good morning, bees. This is your proud principal, Mrs. Meneses, bringing you today's Bees Breaking News. Buenos días, abejitas. Les saluda su directora, Mrs. Meneses, súper contenta de traerles los anuncios de hoy. Today, boys and girls, is day 3 in the Discovery Time schedule. Hoy es el día 3 en el horario del descubrimiento. Today is Thursday. The week flew by. Thursday, February 11th, 2021. Hoy es jueves, el 11 de febrero del 2021. And we have one awesome birthday to celebrate today. We are celebrating 5th grader Jenna Ross is celebrating her birthday. So let's give her a shout out and sing happy birthday to Jenna. 1, 2, 3. Happy, happy birthday from all of us to you. Feliz, feliz cumpleaños. May all your dreams come true. Hey, happy birthday, Jenna. I hope you have a really fun day today, learning, laughing, and I hope that all your birthday wishes come true. All right, boys and girls, I want to just do a few quick announcements before we go into our highlights for ST Math. So first thing is that on Monday, we want to remind all of our students that there is no school on Monday. It is a staff professional development day. That means our teachers are going to be busy working, but our students will be staying home, okay? So make sure that you don't come to school on Monday and that you don't try to log in via Zoom for all of our virtual learners. Now, also next week, we will be celebrating the Random Acts of Kindness, okay? In honor of February, we are going to be celebrating between February 15th and the 19th different things we're going to be doing from Tuesday all the way to Friday. We're going to be sharing this flyer with you that our counselors have made. And so the way we celebrate the Random Acts of Kindness is every day we do a different activity. We are inspired to take action in a certain way. I'll give you the example for Tuesday. And we wear a certain something. So for example, on Tuesday, it says, kindness makes the heart grow. Wear red, pink, or hearts today. So be ready to wear red, pink, or hearts on Tuesday. And so the action that we want to take is to do something kind for ourselves. So kindness starts with yourself. So let's go ahead and worry about ourselves on Tuesday and value ourselves by doing something kind for ourselves. So that's how we will be celebrating on Tuesday. So be ready to wear something red, pink, or with hearts. Can't wait to see what everybody brings on Tuesday. And then you'll see the flyer for the rest of the days of the week. And we will be reminding you as well through the morning announcements. And we want our staff and our teachers to participate as well. The other announcement that I have, and I know you know I'm going to be talking about Black History Month, but I want to remind everyone about the challenge. Every classroom that is encouraged to really highly participate. Every student, I want you to participate. Remember that you have a choice board of all the different things that you can be doing to celebrate Black History Month. All the activities include writing a poem, making a video, doing some research. There's a free choice. You can do a little collage. You can do create a family treat, lots of different things that you can do. Be creative, boys and girls. Maybe this is something you want to work on Monday when you're off for school, and submit it to your teacher virtually through Zoom, through email, or you can bring it to her in person for those of you who come to school in the building, and she or he will be posting those assignments outside of their classroom, because then there's going to be a competition. And remember, there's going to be a winning class, and the winning class with the most work displayed outside of their classroom is going to be winning a 30-minute Kahoot day with Ms. Meneses and Ms. Hernandez. Or you might choose a disco dance party. So whichever one you choose, you will be getting for those of you who earn it. All right. So now let's see. We're going to dive into our ST Math highlights. We have in Mr. Elswood's class, 2nd grade, Rocky has completed 135 puzzles in ST Math last week. Way to go, Rocky. Landon completed 109 puzzles on ST Math last week. Way to go, Landon. And in Ms. Luna's 3rd grade class, we have Nicholas Magallon, completed 304 puzzles in ST Math last week. Way to go, Nico. Let's see. In Miss Luna's 3rd grade class, Rodrigo Sada has completed 304 puzzles. Wow. So proud of you guys. I want to encourage you to continue getting on ST Math, continue getting on iStation. We're looking at how you're doing, and trust me, boys and girls, ST Math and iStation are research-based programs that help you become better in math and in reading. So you definitely want to do that consistently in your classroom and at home as well. I also, the district is going to start communicating to everyone very soon a challenge, and the challenge is that we want students to be reading at least 21 minutes per day in the classrooms. So I am going to be reading you a book today, and it's going to connect with our SEL lesson, and so hopefully you'll enjoy that. But before I do, I want to talk to you a little bit about the person that I've chosen to share with you today for Black History Month. So I want to talk to you about one of my favorite people, somebody that I really enjoy learning from, and somebody that really inspires me. And she is no longer alive. She died in 2014, but her name is Maya Angelou. And you know, here's one of my favorite things about Maya is that, you know, when we're growing up, or you know, somebody might ask you, boys and girls, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And we always feel like we have to choose one thing, right? Like I used to think, like, do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to be a psychologist? Do I want to be a nurse? Do I want to be a teacher? What do I want to be? And you always feel like you have to choose one thing. I also wanted to be a singer. And so one of the things I learned about Maya that is so inspiring is that she has taught us that we don't have to choose just one thing. We can fulfill a lot of our dreams, and there is no limit to what we can accomplish, because Maya was many things. Let me tell you, she was a dancer, an actress. She was an activist for the civil rights movement. What else did she do? She was a poet, an author, and so she is known for so many different things. One of my favorite things about her is the fact that she's an author, that she's a poet. And so Maya always sends special messages when she speaks and when she writes, just like when you read a book. Every time you read a book, I'm sure you've learned about theme. Some of you may know it as theme. Some of you may know it as the message of the story. What is the message that the author is trying to convey to you, the reader? Well, Maya does the same thing. When she writes, when she speaks, she is always sending these important messages. And so I'm going to share with you some of the important messages that I have taken away personally that I want to share with you. So a while back, I was watching the Oprah Winfrey Show, and she was interviewing Maya Angelou. And so she asked Maya this amazing question. She said, Maya, what is the best advice that you have given? And what is the best advice that someone else has given you? And this is what she told Oprah. She said, you know, the best advice that I have given has been to my son. She said that when her son was very young, he asked her, like, Mommy, how come I don't have many friends? You know, how do I make more friends? And she said, she told him her advice was, sweetheart, in order to be a friend, or in order to make a friend, you have to be ready to be a friend. Let me say that again. In order to have a friend or to make friends, you have to be ready to be a friend. And so that really stuck to me. And I think everyone can take that a little differently. But what I thought about that was that you have to, remember Miss Hernandez talked about the blue water, and then when you spread kindness, the blue disappeared and you start spreading sunshine. And I know Olivia in kindergarten in Ms. Gandaria's class, we were talking about that, and she said that yellow is for sunshine. And I said, yes. So, you know, we want to put sunshine into the world. And so in order to get a friend, you have to be a friend. In order to get a smile, you have to give a smile. In order for people to be kind to you, you have to be kind to them. In order to get sunshine, you have to give sunshine. And so that's what kind of stuck to me when Maya Angelou said you have to be ready to be a friend, to make a friend. That's what I thought about. You have to give sunshine to get sunshine. I thought, what a wonderful message that we can all take with us, right? And then she said, and the best advice that she has received, that someone else has given her, has been that we have to be ready to forgive, right? And I thought that was so important, especially when we talk about friendships. That's so true, because sometimes even as friends, we can hurt each other. Within our families, we can hurt each other's feelings, make mistakes. And so speaking of making mistakes and hurting each other's feelings and kindness and all of that, you know, I want to dive in to our SEL lesson, because today I want to talk to you about my favorite quote from Maya Angelou, which is be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And it also has to do with being a friend and spreading sunshine and the pillar of caring, right? Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. And I haven't shown you a picture of Maya Angelou, but at the end of this video, you're gonna see a picture of her, because I'm gonna share with you that quote about being a rainbow in someone else's cloud, and you're gonna get to see beautiful Maya Angelou. So, speaking of friendship and speaking of messages, I am going to read you a book. It's called Peanut Butter and Cupcake. And in this book, there are lots of different messages that we can actually conclude, that we can take as readers, and that can help us, you know, as human beings. And so this particular book, I want you to think about, as you're listening to it and seeing the different pages, I want you to notice a little bit more about the main character, which is Peanut Butter. This is Peanut Butter, and Peanut Butter is new in town, and so he's ready to make friends, and he kind of goes through a little journey to make friends. But when he's trying to make friends and inviting the other kids to play, some of the kids are not really ready to play. They're not interested in playing, and I want you to pay attention about how Peanut Butter reacts, because sometimes we confuse when people don't want to play with us, or when people are not, you know, maybe they're just not in the mood. We confuse that with being bullied. And there's a difference between somebody not wanting to play, or, you know, and somebody actually being mean and bullying us. It's two different things. So I want you to pay attention, though, how he handles it, and how he's so resilient, and he keeps going, and he keeps spreading sunshine, just like Maya said. In order to make a friend, you have to be a friend. He doesn't let others break him down. He continues to be positive until he ends up meeting his perfect match. Who do you think will be his perfect match? Don't let the cover fool you. We'll see. Now, something I want you to pay attention to, just a little side note, Terry Border is an artist. He's the one who wrote the book, but he also created these characters, and he gave them, you know how we talk about personification? Those of you that are a little older that are learning about how sometimes authors make characters that are not really people, they make them into people. Usually it's like animals, like in fairy tales, and it's like a talking animal, you know, or it could be a talking carrot or whatever, right? In that case, it would be a vegetable. Well, this artist, Terry Border, he wrote the story about these characters, and he created the characters himself with his hands and objects. That's a real slice of bread, real peanut butter, and with wire and little objects, he created these characters, and he gives them, although they don't have any faces, I want you to notice, he gives them a lot of emotions, and you can tell how they're feeling just based on their body language and how he's put them together. So I thought that was really neat. What a creative way to show us these characters, and let's dive right in. So, Peanut Butter and Cupcake. There he is, main character. Here we go. Dedication to my best friend, Judy. Sometimes that's what authors do. They dedicate a book to a friend or a family member. All right, so there he is with his soccer ball. Peanut Butter got a ball for his birthday. He was kind of bad at kicking it with his feet, but was kind of good at balancing it on his head. Still, it wasn't much fun playing with a ball all by himself. And that's his mom right there. She looks busy, right? It says, "Want to play with me?" he asked his mom. They had just moved to town and Peanut Butter didn't have any friends yet. So look, see, he looks a little sad. "I think you should go outside and find someone to be your new friend," she answered. Peanut Butter liked that idea very much, so off he went. And look, see, no face, but you can tell that he looks really excited. It wasn't long before he saw a someone. Ooh, who do you think he saw? Let's see. Now I want you to notice this book has a lot of humor, repetition, and rhyming. So if you've been learning that in your classroom, pay attention. And it has dialogue when we have these little quotation marks and the characters are speaking. And that's when we change our voice. "Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and it has the little ellipsis that tells us to pause, right? That's why I said and hamburger." So there's Hamburger. What's he doing? Let's see what he says. "I'm sorry," said Hamburger, "but I'm busy walking the dogs. Thanks for asking though." "You're welcome," said Peanut Butter. "Maybe next time." And he kept walking. So I love that because was Hamburger being mean? No. Was Hamburger bullying just because he didn't want to play? No, he was busy. He was doing something else. And I love the way Peanut Butter reacted. He said, "You're welcome." And he even said, "Maybe next time." I love that. That's spreading sunshine in a way, right? All right. Then he saw Cupcake playing by herself. He thought she looked sweet and might make a good friend. Get it? Sweet? "Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and..." Cupcake. What's she gonna say? "I'm building sprinkle castles," said Cupcake. "You can stay and watch, but don't hit my castle with your ball or I'll be mad." Peanut Butter didn't want to make anyone mad. "That's okay," Peanut Butter said, and he kept walking. So I love what Cupcake did because Cupcake wasn't really ready to play with the soccer, but she offered, "You can stay and watch." So she, in a way, is also spreading sunshine. She's not being mean. It's not that she doesn't want to be his friend. She's just not in the mood right now, and that's okay. We have to be respectful when people do that. All right, let's see who's next. Then he saw Egg rolling down the path. "Hello, I'm new here, and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly, and we'll go together like peanut butter and..." Egg. Peanut Butter and Egg. That's funny. "You're cracking me up," Egg laughed. And then he really did crack. Get it? You're cracking me up. Peanut Butter didn't want the egg to laugh anymore, so he kept walking. Look at that. Isn't that funny? I love how the author uses humor to make us laugh, and we see that repetition where he says, "Hello, I'm here." So that's my favorite part. He found someone jumping. "Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and..." Meatball! Look how they made the meatball look so happy and jumping with the little jump rope. That's too funny. And here's the meatball counting. 32, 33, 34. "Shh, I'm counting my jumps," said Meatball. 35, 36, 37. "I'm trying to set a record," Peanut Butter whispered back. "But I have this ball and..." 38, 39, 40. "Shh," said Meatball. Peanut Butter kept walking. Finding a friend was harder than he thought it was going to be. But he kept walking. He didn't give up. He kept spreading sunshine into the world. Like Maya says, we have to be ready to be a friend to get a friend. And he looks ready to be a friend, right? He keeps being kind and courteous. Then Peanut Butter saw another someone sitting under a tree. And that was good because he was ready to sit down too. Even though he was getting tired, he gave it another try. "Hello, I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and French fries. Not right now, said French fries. I just remembered I'm supposed to help Hamburger with his hot dogs and I need to catch up. Get it? Catch up. That's funny. Peanut Butter walked up to one more someone who was practicing his ABCs. But before he could open his mouth, there's the ellipsis again, the 3 little dots. Soup picked up a spoon, dipped it into himself, and then showed it to Peanut Butter. In the spoon were 2 letters, an N and an O. But I didn't say anything yet, said Peanut Butter. You didn't have to, said Soup. Oh, said Peanut Butter. But is Peanut Butter gonna give up? Let's see. Peanut Butter found a bench to sit on. He was almost ready to give up. But as he sat there so very sad, a new kid walked up to him. Hello, she said. Peanut Butter took a deep breath. Hello? I'm new here and I'd like to play. Maybe now, maybe later, or even all day. I'll make you chuckle deep down in your belly and we'll go together like peanut butter and... Ta-da! Jelly! Sure, I'll be your friend, said Jelly. But could you teach me how to keep the ball on my head? I'm only good with my feet. And there they went. So they taught each other what they knew and made each other chuckle deep down in their bellies. It wasn't long before their laughing made the other kids come over. They asked if they could play too. Of course, Peanut Butter and Jelly were happy to let them join in. Look at all the characters. All the friends are now playing together because Peanut Butter was still putting out sunshine. And now he has Jelly and they hear them laughing and so they're having fun. And when we put sunshine into the world, when we put laughter into the world, we get it back. So now all the other kids wanted to play too and be part of the fun. And his new friends knocked the ball around with their feet and their heads and in one case, his buns. Get it? His buns. Peanut Butter chuckled deep down in his belly because they all went together like peanut butter and hamburger and cupcake and egg and meatball and french fries and soup and jelly. So at the end, boys and girls, we learned that everybody can be friends. Doesn't matter what they look like, doesn't matter who they are. And we also learned the message, I guess, that I took too is that you have to be ready to be a friend to make a friend. And Peanut Butter was definitely ready to be a friend. And he didn't take it personally when people didn't want to play with him. He didn't say, oh, I'm being bullied. Because sometimes, boys and girls, we get confused. Somebody might say something that we get our feelings hurt, and then we assume that they're bullying us. And so in just a bit, you're going to see a video from our beautiful counselors, Miss Jordan and Miss Sills, and they're going to teach us the differences between bullying and not bullying. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I know it's a little longer than usual, but we have some really important information that we always want to share with our students to make you proud and to make you happy human beings. So remember, boys and girls, be innovative, be bold, be Ellison, and always, always be caring. Bye.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Jordan.
And I'm Mrs. Sills.
And today, we are going to share something really important with you. So I know that recently, Mrs. Meneses and Mrs. Hernandez have been talking to you about being kind, being caring, and you have learned so many wonderful things that when you're kind, it makes you feel happy, it makes the other person feel happy, and it also helps us all feel more connected, and what a great feeling. But today, we're going to talk to you about something else.
So today we'd like to talk to you about bullying. Sometimes people feel like they're being bullied when it's actually something else. So we are going to look into it a little bit more closely to see what the difference is between bullying and other things that might be going on.
Bullying can happen to anyone. And bullying is when someone goes out of their way to hurt or harm another person, either with their actions or their words. And in order for it to be bullying, two things that need to be be present. One, there needs to be an imbalance of power. That is when a person uses their power to try to control or harm others. And sometimes they take advantage of the age, the size of a person, maybe the strength if they think they're stronger, or any differences that they may have, like when they think someone is different from them. The second thing that needs to be present is it's repeated. Sometimes bullying is repeated. That means that the bully will hurt or harm you more than once. So that's the definition of bullying.
So remember, in order for it to be a bully situation, it has to happen on purpose. There needs to be an imbalance of power. So the bully with the power is here and you're here. And it has to happen repeatedly. So I want us to look at what different situations might be if they aren't actually bullying. So let's take a closer look. Is it bullying or are there other things going on? Sometimes it might just be someone joking around. Sometimes they think they're having fun or no one's getting hurt. And if someone does make jokes that do hurt your feelings, you have to let them know. But they aren't intentionally trying to hurt you. Sometimes it's just a one-time thing. Someone is being mean on purpose, but then they realize they shouldn't and they stop. It's not happening over and over again. And again, speak up if it hurts your feelings. Sometimes there might just be a conflict between two classmates or peers. Two people might just be mean or rude to each other, and a solution can usually be found when we work together using Kelso's choices. But sometimes it is bullying when, remember, it is repeated, there's an imbalance of power, and someone is going out of their way to hurt you.
Well, now that you know what bullying is, let's talk about different types of bullying. One type of bullying is verbal bullying. That is when someone will hurt you with words. Like maybe they tease you, they call you names, they use their words to hurt you. That's what verbal bullying is. And then there is social bullying. That is when someone tells another person not to play with you, or they leave you out on purpose. They tell others, just leave them out. Let's not play with that person. Or it could be when they spread rumors about you on purpose just to hurt you, or they try to embarrass you in front of others. Another one is physical bullying. That is when someone will kick or push or hurt you, or maybe they trip you on purpose. That could be physical bullying. And finally, there is electronic bullying, or it's also known as cyberbullying. And that is when someone hurts you online. It could be through emails, texts, or when you play games online. Anytime someone is hurting you on purpose and repeatedly, that is bullying. And bullying can happen anywhere. It can happen in the classroom, in the playground, in the cafeteria, on the bus. It could happen anywhere, and it could happen to anyone. So now we'd like to talk about what to do if you are being bullied. If bullying is happening to you, here's what you can do. It starts with you. The first thing you need to do is you need to let the person know that it is not okay to treat you that way. So you can ask them to stop. And then you need to report it right away. You need to talk to an adult that can help you. It could be your safe side adults, the people that take care of you. Or here at school, it could be your teachers. But one thing you should do is report. Please do not let bullying happen to you. It is not okay for a person to think that it's okay to treat you that way. And you matter. You're important. And so please do not keep it to yourself. You need to report.
And if you ever see bullying happen, it's important for you to report as well and be an upstander. An upstander notices things that are going wrong, that might be unsafe, You can help the student out by pulling them out of the situation, saying, hey, come play with me, let's go over here. But make sure that if you do ever see this happening, you report it as well. So if it's happening to you, report it. And if you ever witness someone bullying something else, report it.
Because together we can put an end to bullying. So remember, there's no room for bullying. Instead, be a friend.
Use kind words.
Look for and report bullying.
Learn to use empathy.
You can stop bullying.